Hello, Pinup Miami here, and today I'm a little more cash because I rushed home for you guys, put my hair in wet my hair, put my hair in rollers, and sat underneath a heating thing just for this live. I didn't realize how intensive this was going to be and how long I would have to go from work to get to you guys, but I did it, and I am so happy to be here today. Make sure to say hi in the comments. Let me know where you're from. I know there's somebody from the UK. Hello, thank you for staying up late. Now today's video is going to be on how to unroll your foam rollers that are hidden down here. Yeah, a little pop of yellow. I don't really like how I look in a turban, so this is interesting. But yeah, I have it wrapped up. My suggestion is that when you sleep with your rollers on, make sure to put a satin cover or a satin pillowcase on it, because you want your hair to not lose its moisture while it's running around on your sheets. So yeah. So before I get started, I have a few things. Now, I always like to start with like a little show and tell. So I thought, since I had somebody come to my home and they complimented something I had in my bathroom that I've had for years, and I'm so proud because it took me forever to find it, is this little ashtray. Isn't this cute? It's a little girl and it's an ashtray. I don't keep anything in it, and her legs go back and forth, and her little fan goes back and forth. Now, you could find her on eBay and stuff, but it's kind of hard to find it with both pieces. But I just think she's so cute. I don't smoke, but I did go through a phase of like collecting funky ashtrays, and I think they're so fun, especially this one. And it's like a ceramic, and this weight makes it go back and forth. And this fan, it also has weight in the bottom. I just think it's amazing. I don't think she's... Yeah, isn't it cute? Oh, I just don't want to drop it because it took me forever. No, she's not doing yoga. All right. So, before we get started, a few announcements. I don't know why I said that like that. But let's start off with Rockabillaque. This November is the 10th year anniversary of Rockabillaque Charleston. So make sure that if you're in Charleston, or you want to get away for the weekend, head over. I'll be hosting the pinup contest again. Charleston is this flyer right here. I have everything mirrored. Sign up. And if you want to head up to Florida in January, which I think is a perfect time to have a car show outdoors, you have the pinup contest in 2024. So already start prepping for next year. New Year's resolution is sign up for a pinup contest. Start off the year with a bang. I'm just saying. And if you have any questions at all, you could ask me in the comments here. You could email me. Email is probably the best. I also have a toll-free line that you could text. It's 1-800-4A-PINUP. Keeping it simple. You could ask me any questions anytime. Those two ways are the best way to contact me. If you DM me on Instagram, I try to get back to you as soon as possible. It's because I do a lot of social media freelancing, so I get a bunch of DMs and a bunch of different accounts. And as much as I always answer all my clients, but for my own, sometimes I just drift off and forget. But make sure to sign up for the pinup contest, because I really look forward to seeing what everyone wears all the time. And then next week, is it sweltering hot in Florida right now? It is hot. It's super hot. It is super hot. I get into my car, it's like 110. Then we have that humidity, which I'd rather have humidity than dry heat, because I went to Las Vegas. That's why I haven't been recording for 2 weeks for a job. And it was dry, and I felt like my lungs were inhaling like dry heat. That was something else. All right. Another thing is, if you like a vintage, and next week on Pinup Miami YouTube page and Facebook, I'll be doing a live sale. So feel free to swing by. Just hang out. No commitment needed. And then let's get started. Now, today's curls, I'm excited to see what they look like. I usually sleep with them, If you saw my Instagram stories last week, I go in airplanes with my rollers on and I wrap them in a little turban. That way when I land, usually I take the night flight because I'll be working all day. And then I land, go to sleep, and then in the morning just take down my hair and boom, just brush out. So today, all right, so let's take this out. Now, I've been testing out a new set of rollers. Boom, pop of color. So how I roll my rollers is I've done a video on that. Now, if you guys want me to do that, I'll do it in another video, which will be helpful because then I could wake up with my hair ready to be brushed out. Today I'm doing my hair to go to sleep beautifully. But I have really frizzy, kinky hair. It used to be super naturally curly, but since I bleached it, it's now like a wave and curly in some parts. I like to straighten up the parts that I know will be wavy, like in a blowout straight to smooth it out because I don't want to curl a kink inside of a roller. So I like to use the Lotta Body setting lotion, this one, because I can never get the combination of a Lotta Body with water together. But I like this foam mousse the best. You do that when your hair is like 90% dry. You never want to put rollers when your hair is like really damp, because then when you do your hair, it's going to take longer to dry and you might not get like dried all the way in. So yeah. So let's take these down. Now, you have to, when you take them down, go with the curve. You don't just want to pull them out because then you'll lose the curl, you see? And I always put them back together because it's always hard to like do it at the end when you're already tired. So we're just going to go ahead and take it all off. Another thing I have around me, I'll talk while I'm taking these off, is dry shampoo, because sometimes you need that extra little texture to help tease your hair. I've been testing out this wet brush that I really love, and I'll use it today. That's my hair. I use it today to brush out my hair. Cinderella. I feel like we're twinning. And a little comb to tease and part anything I need to part. Use rollers or any pins and clips too. Right now, I'm just using rollers, foam rollers. And I got these at the Dollar Tree. It's in a pack of 8 for $1. I get 4 packs, if I remember correctly. That way I don't feel sad when I lose one. And a fun fact is when I do my hair with Riviera down south, and if you're ever looking for somebody that does pinup hair, I could send you her contact. Sometimes I treat myself because I dye my own hair, but sometimes I let her dye it to like get the spots I miss all the time. And she like will dye my hair and then put the rollers on after the service so I could go home, rest, and hair will be ready for the next day. So rollers is a great way to like avoid heat. So if you're trying to like not damage your hair as much, or if you're like me and bleach your hair, because as you could tell, like I'm not a natural yellow, even though like I like to believe I am. Oh, I didn't mention this, but if you notice my setting pattern in the front, I always part my hair right here. So I have these two, the one row here and these 2 rows going this way because I like my front of my face to frame my face. So what you could do is put this row going down, these 2 going this way. Then I have 2 going forward because I like for these to frame my face. And then the last row going down. And then the back going down. And it's always fun to experiment with different setting patterns, because they always come out so different. All right. Oh, I didn't show you, but how I set my hair really quick today. And if you're ever in a rush and you don't like sleeping with rollers, you could basically use these. So what I used today was the little black one on the top. Somebody gifted it to me years ago. I also have a vintage one, but I'm scared of leaving it on for more than 10 minutes and burning down my house that I still haven't paid off. So So I used the one in the black one in the corner, the standing, the free one that you see at the salons. That one works well. It's not pretty. There is a smaller one, a Conair, like it just says Conair. I'm just using Conair as an example. But you could use that one. It's portable. You could easily hide it. It's not like the black one that is like taking up space. And then you have, which I haven't tried, but I want to try, is this bonnet that you attach to your hair dryer. Let me know if anybody in the comments has tried it, because I'm tempted to buy one just to try it out. I just feel like the plastic would burn if you leave it on for too long. Let me know. But yeah, so today I got home, I damped my hair, so my hair does have previous product on it, and then I sat under this guy over here for, I'm gonna say 45 minutes scrolling on TikTok and YouTube. It is loud, so you do need to have your headphones on. But yeah, the pink one right here, if you guys have used it, let me know in the comments, because I'd love to know. Or maybe I'll do that one day, super live. It'd probably be long, because I hear you have to leave it on for like 30 minutes. It's the same thing as sitting on one of those, sitting on what I had. And like I say, I have a really cool vintage one. I should have posted a photo. And it works. Well, I have two. They both work. One is questionable, so I want to turn it into a lamp. I think it would be cool to have. It's a freestanding, and it's one of those like cone head, pink and silver. And I want to turn it into a lamp. I think that'll be really fun. I always think it's so fun when people repurpose vintage items and they turn it into like a functioning, like something to make it new in their home. Okay. So I feel like since I had previous product in my hair and I damped it and put mousse, which is a good way to refresh your curls. That's why the curls aren't as tight as normal, but they're still tight enough. That's why I said I'm interested in seeing how this turns out. And usually when I set my hair, it lasts me for the whole week. If you maintain it, use satin bed sheets, not bed sheets, satin pillowcase. And I've been loving, I don't have it right here in my vicinity, but the Olaplex hair oil. I know it's $30, guys, but my hair has improved in the last 6 months, changing products and what I've been using and washing it with. Like a few weeks ago, I did a video on like using the hair on my brush, and I had so much that now if I were to do that, I don't have enough hair. Because it's not falling out as much, so I'm really proud about that. Let's take this off. Oh, look who it is. Hello. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I'm going to see you in Charleston. Yes. Oh, Tim's going to be happy too. Is everyone coming? Let me know. Oh, all right. So we finally took this all out. We're going to make sure that everything is taken off. I look like little Shirley Temple. That's like the, what is it called? The journey of a brush out. Oh, just you? Then hang out with me and Timmy. Yay. I'll be getting there on Friday and leaving Monday. So enough time to hang out. All right, so we're gonna take your hands and just brush it out. That way when you pass your brush through your hair, you don't want it to be if you just go straight in, let me see if I can explain this. If you go straight in, once you reach you roll out your rolls, it's a possibility of getting knotted and stuck. So that's why everyone always recommends to just run your fingers through your hair. And it's getting frizzy, but don't worry about it. Get some pomade, heat it up, and just put it here in the fingers. It just helps with the little flyaways. Now, if you see the frizziness there, you could go in with a curling iron at the end, but I'm gonna live with it because it's not that bad. Thursday and leave Sunday. Perfect. I should be there early Friday. I'm driving. I'll be driving from Miami to Charleston. My boyfriend will be driving because it's gonna be I've tried that drive. I just can't. Use your fingernails as a brush or maybe your hair as a nail file. Ooh. I mean, you asked me that a couple months ago. It could have been a nail file for sure. All right, so now that we have that, you see everything is everywhere. We're gonna brush section by section. And let me clean my brush. I like how I was showing off that hair. So I like starting off in the back from the bottom to the top, again, to avoid having any kinks. And you see how it's slowly, and I like to brush in. And you're getting that wave. I'm going for a more cash, everyday look because the set that I did will really help. You see how it's creating the nice wave there. And I always like to bring it in. Now, it does help if you don't have dead ends like I do, but I just tuck them in and like forget about them. Now for the top here, I'm going to brush it out, but I am going to tease it in a few because I like more volume in the front. You see, like, you know, I'm actually liking that. So you basically just brush out. And you see how when we frame that to the face, how the curls just go right where they need to go. But I am going to tease the top a little bit. In a little bit. I just want to see how it's going to brush out. So when you do your hair, you just brush and brush and brush. And I like to tuck them in. And it creates these nice little waves. If your hair was longer, you'd have like this like more Hollywood glam. And then brush. And if you notice the knots that I'm getting before. And try to get from the top, you see, because it was frizzy. Literally, the brushing does help. And it is soothing. And you see how it just curls really nice. But I want it to be more, the more you brush, like if you notice, the more I'm brushing, they come more together. Because if I just let them go and a couple of brushes. Yeah. And I need a new haircut. When you do a roller set, haircut does matter. Now, if you see in the front, I go back. Because I want the curls to curl front. And I'm using my whole hand. So we're literally manipulating the curls we just made to go where we want it to go. And I'm just going to hit it with a little bit of hairspray. And go back in. Yeah, see? Again, we're going for like a nice everyday foam roller, you know, brush out. And my mirror broke, so I'm going off the camera. So if you see me, I forgot to mirror the image. we'll just let that set. And you could, if you want to put it behind your ear, it's the perfect spot to put a flower. I'll just leave it like that for now. Let me see here. Yes, if you like that comment, right? I love your fluffy curls. Yes, I love them too. But again, like when I keep the fluffy curls, it just separates. And it's not the look I'm going for, but it is nice. Yes, and it's therapeutic to just hear. You know, I should do ASMR. Let me see. Can you guys let me get the microphone? Let's listen to some hair brushing. Maybe that's my calling. Maybe I should just do ASMR. I don't think that's the right microphone. But yeah, you could just brush out, and then you see how it just becomes more of a one piece when you keep brushing out. Why, thank you. You should let me play with your hair. All right, so I am going to tease the front just a tad, so it could all smooth out. Or we should just keep it, let's keep it low, because the brush that I'm using is by Wet Brush. Now I'll use a detangling brush, or you could use this one. I really like this one. I was always skeptical because I heard so many people talk about it, and I'm always thinking like if it's too hyped, then maybe it's not too good. But I guess I'm wrong. You know, if something is hyped, it's hyped for a reason, right? All right, so you see how this is just going into place. Actually, I'm going to leave it like that. Again, because this is evening. But if you wanted to tease your hair to add volume, that's when you would do it. You could separate it. But I'm liking how everything is falling. And sometimes you got to go with what your hair wants, right? Well, that's my motto. If you've been watching my lives for a while, maybe Vivian, you'd know. See, you can do it great by feel. Oh, yay. Glad you like the ASMR. All right. Now, I really like how this came out over here. Very smooth. I'll just add a little bit of my yes. Let's fix this side. And just comb it through. And I like to make sure everything goes under. All right. So that is a nice look. Now, if you wanted to fluff it up, give it more volume, you just take one of these rat tail combs and separate section by section. And I'll show you an example here. You know, make sure it is able to stand up a tad. Ooh. I need to get a new mirror. I'm just gonna tease just a tad. And then bring it down and then brush out. But when you brush out, any teasing that you do, don't tease it hard into it, because then you're going to be undoing what you're just doing. And you see that adds a little oomph. I love how I said I wasn't going to tease and I ended up teasing. I just like big hair. Now you could do the same thing all over your head if you want. I would usually, when I do this kind of hairstyle, I like to wear a hat, you know, to show off the curls all over. You could hairspray. Sometimes I like to pin it here to make sure that this stays back. I like one side back. This is all about preference. And yes, We're gonna add some hairspray. And then you just top it off. Like, you could leave it like this. You could even tease the bottoms if you want a little poof. Softly. Just to add more volume. Just gonna add a little there. And there you go. Now grab a hat or a hair flower or nothing. I just got this hat in Las Vegas at Glam Factory. Super cute. Ooh, did I get lipstick on it? Yes. Oh my God. No. All right. I gotta clean that. Now he got it dirty. All right. So I just got this clamshell. It's called a clamshell because it's shaped like a clamshell with the little indents on the side. So I'm just gonna put it like right there. Maybe not. Maybe like, I like wearing them to the side. Nice little hat. You see, we still keep the integrity of the hairstyle. Ready for like a picnic at the cemetery for Halloween. Have you got to pin? Look like pinned. Have you got a pin? I actually do have a photo. Where should I pin it? I'll pin it in the comments after the live. And let's see. Oh, thank you. My hair is yellow, but the lighting today is going a little, I guess, orange. But thank you for the compliment. And thank you for being here. All right. So what do you guys think? You see, and if you want to indent, you know, you just get a pin. I didn't bring it because I did somebody's hair yesterday. But you're going to add clips if you want to make sure to get that indent to stay a little longer. And yes. If there's anything you want to see next week, I thought this live was going to be way longer, to be honest. But I guess the prep work was longer. And that's how it is with like any type of vintage hairstyle. If you want like a really nice wave to it, the prep work is really where the work is at. And that's where you get the benefits of what you're doing is when you're brushing out. So think about it this way. Like when you're doing your rollers and you're frustrated because you can't do it or it's taking too long or your arms hurt, just think when you take it off, you're practically almost done. And then you literally listen to your hair. That's why these types of hairstyles, like, it's always different for everyone, which is what I love. Even if they have the same techniques, it's always goes well with your, face. So that is my little my little talk. Oh, you know what? Yeah, Timmy needs to take me out, but we already had dinner. So I'm going to look pretty, take a selfie, and then do my skincare routine. Thank you guys for joining on today's live. If you have any suggestions for next week's live, let me know in the comments below. Tag me on Instagram when you're doing your pin curls. I would love to see them. Or send me any questions you have to my email or in the comments below. Thank you so much. Please stay safe. And if you're in the west coast of Florida, stay safe from the hurricane. I know that sometimes we make jokes and at least Floridians make jokes about going to the beach when there's a hurricane. But you know what? Take a little precaution because you never know. You never know. Better safe than sorry. Because I've been there. All right, everyone. Have a beautiful night and see you guys next week.